So, welcome to the Joe McNeil podcast. This is this may get buried far away in the archives, but this is officially the first episode. And if we air it, it probably won't air as the first episode. But
Yeah.
I am joined by my wife of 25 years, Laci McNeil. We also share the last name. I know that's a common thing, not to have last names
Which is weird.
sharing.
That's weird.
I tried to convince my daughter not to take her husband's last name. Don't tell him. Hopefully he doesn't watch this, but she refused. So, Laci, you've been my wife for 25 years.
Yeah.
You have homeschooled for 19 years.
Yep.
And I know this isn't really your thing, but I think you've got a lot of experience and life stories that maybe our listeners, if we have any, would like to hear. So tell me, how are you doing today?
Good.
You've had 7 kids.
Yep.
Okay. You've got 2 that are married now.
Yeah.
You've got a grandchild.
Yeah. Another one on the way.
Another
Grandchild on the way.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Clarify that.
Surprise. No,
No.
not surprised. We have a 2-year-old at home. You've graduated 3 kids through high school.
Yep.
And you homeschooled them all the way.
Yep.
Your oldest is a mechanical engineer,
Yes.
completed a college degree.
Yep.
So talk about the pressure of homeschooling 7 kids and being responsible for their lives. Because it's intimidating to a lot of people. I always talk to people and they come in and they go, "You guys have 7 kids? Is it with the same woman?" Yes. And they go, "Oh, I could never do that."
Yeah. I think because I didn't start out with 7 kids.
Yeah.
Homeschooling right away, that would feel a little more intimidating than starting out with 1.
Yeah. But even people that have 1
But-
kid, they think it's so
But
intimidating.
I think people think about homeschooling and make it so much worse than what it would need to be. A lot of people think they're doing public school at home and it has to be completely like that. And that's just not what it is. The reason we didn't do public school is because we didn't want the public school system. We wanted to be able to train them the way we felt with the Bible and leading them in the Lord, and then choosing the things that they're good at and helping them develop into that. And and it doesn't have to look like public school. And it makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Which I never went to public school. I was homeschooled my whole life.
But I went to public school.
My parents, I think, were the second family in the state of Maine to ever homeschool. So it was kind of in my blood. And when we met, you were 17.
Mhm.
I was 17. And we kind of liked each other a little bit. And I was like, hey, we kind of sat down and talked. And I was like, I'm not interested in a casual, like, boyfriend, girlfriend thing.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want to date unless this maybe is going to lead to marriage. Now, we weren't like, it wasn't a proposal, although she was worth it, but like, it wasn't a proposal. I was just like, I don't really want to waste all this time. And you were like, yeah.
Mhm.
And I can't remember if it was then or if it was down the road, but I remember telling you, like, my wife will stay home. I don't want her to work.
I think
She's
it's
going to
around that
homeschool the
same time.
kids. It's like at 17. I didn't tell you were going to have 7 kids. But
But in my mind, public school was not fun or a great experience. So I was like, yeah, why would I send them to that? If I can do that at home, I'd much rather
yeah.
do that at home instead of sending them into that.
Yeah. And I mean, nowadays it's like sending them into what? When I was growing up, I don't even remember any school shootings until Columbine in 99.
Yeah.
And now it seems like they're constantly, but that's like, people ask me, and I mean, I know we're on the same page and stuff, but we don't really sit and talk about it. But like, my reasons, like, I'm not homeschooling to keep them away from school shootings, although that's kind of a good
Yeah, that it
reason.
would be good to do that.
But no, I mean it's the freedom of being able to not necessarily control what they learn, but like we don't have a single kid in the house that thinks they're an animal.
No, thank God.
We don't have boys that are trying to compete in girls' sports or girls that
No.
are, think that they're men, or we don't deal with any of
Mm-mm.
that stuff. Um, and then let's talk about this real quick. So I get this all the time. I don't really intend on this being a homeschool episode, but it's just kind of our life.
It is.
People go, um, well, I would homeschool, but the social interaction part. And
Yeah.
like anybody that knows our kids, it's like kind of
Funny.
funny. Yeah. Cause you've got Jay has never met a stranger in his life.
No.
Abby, same.
Yeah.
Um, so talk about that, like how you socialize them and did you want to socialize them?
Well, I never even thought about I have to socialize my kids because that's just weird to say that. But like we did like homeschool groups where they would get together with lots of kids and learn more things, like like I don't know, learn different things. I don't know. And I know there's groups where you can get together if you're not comfortable teaching like chemistry or certain literature or something, you can do some of that stuff. They
We
call it
always
like
had
a
those,
class.
like growing up, we would always have, because my mom was the leader of our homeschool group and it was large. I want to say like probably 40 kids or something. It was huge. Maybe not that many, but it was huge. And we would have one day a week that we would get together and play football.
Hmm.
Like, but inevitably there was always some new family that would come in and wanted to be doing like educational projects
Yeah.
over the summer,
Yeah.
or and
Yeah. So there's all kinds of
those
groups
kids.
that you can get together
Yeah,
and do that stuff. Or you can find the groups that just like to get together so that their kids can have fun and the moms can just hang out and
relax.
yeah, and just enjoy the actual day and not have school that they're doing at the time.
Yeah,
But I've met so many kids that are in public school and they're extremely awkward.
yeah. Kids are just awkward
So
in
I'm like,
general.
it's
You
not
don't
because
have to be
they're
homeschooled to.
homeschooled to be awkward.
Yeah.
It's kids in general go through very awkward stages.
So we started in Indiana. We were in Indiana, and the like homeschool laws are very,
Very
um,
good.
yeah. It's the authorities on the parents, and now we're here in Texas.
Mhm.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And when I talk to people about that, they like look at me like, "Oh God, you guys are," until they meet our kids, but they're like, you could ruin your kids, and kind of like, "Yep, that's the parents' role." I mean, parents ruin their kids all the time,
Yeah.
and they might go to public school or private school or whatever, and whatever you do is like we've had tons of good friends that have went to public school, private school, Christian school. So homeschooling's not necessarily the answer,
Yeah.
end all be all for
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Um, we are meeting tons of homeschoolers out on, because we travel so much with golf. Did that play into your, so you're like, okay, we're going to do this so that we can be developing elite athletes.
No. It wasn't a thought, honestly. It's been able to make it extremely easy to be able to do that though, because you have the time and because homeschool is so flexible that you can, okay, we're going to be able to travel and do this, and you're going to be able to practice when kids in school can't get out of school to even practice for 2 hours a day. And so our kids like are very diligent. We do work on being very diligent, getting up early, getting school done and doing it good, but then being able to go and like either practice golf, or if they were doing a different thing, which our kids all golf, so it's practice golf.
So are you super smart?
Am I?
Yeah.
I would say
Because that's what everybody asks. Like, oh,
no.
that's not true. Um,
But, I mean, I relearn with the kids every year with some stuff, so
there's that show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And,
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire country was embarrassed at how little we knew.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, even now we're like, um, Dad, help me with my math. It's like, oh, good grief, we got to call Elijah.
Yeah, because Elijah's very good at his math.
Yeah. So everybody's like, so
Mhm.
you don't have to take achievement tests in Texas.
Nope.
You don't like, how do you know? And our oldest, like, I mean, talk about Elijah. Elijah,
I mean, it felt weirdly intimidating at first with being the first of, like, how do I get him into college? And then we found some homeschool families that had went through it, gotten their kids into college, good colleges, and so I did lean on them, and they helped guide things, and it was like, "Oh," and it's actually not as hard to go through all of it as it felt like in the beginning,
yeah, I mean,
and so
colleges
that
love
felt
homeschool kids.
yeah, because they're usually more diligent, and they actually, are very smart because 'cause they've applied themselves in
Yeah.
so many
And
ways.
Elijah went to St. Mary's here in San
Yep,
Antonio on a full academic
full
scholarship.
academic.
And then Abby,
Mhm.
she got a partial golf, partial
Academic.
academic. So that
Yeah.
was full as well.
Yep.
Jay,
He
J-
didn't wanna go to college.
Jay's skills are very smart kid,
Yes.
but his skills are in people, and
Yeah.
his people skills are off the
Yeah.
charts. And then we got Destiny,
Yeah.
who is midway through junior year.
Yep, and she's smart.
Good kid, 100% athletic scholarship to
Yep.
the University of Georgia.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've had a broad
Range
range.
of all of it, yeah.
It's exciting.
It
Fun.
is. Yep.
So, what do you find? Let's see here. You got the homeschooling.
Mhm.
You have your talk to me about your sourdough farm or whatever that is. I don't understand it at all, but I have kids that I teach that are always like, does your wife do sourdough? And I'm like, yeah, I think so, but I don't know. And they're like, oh my gosh.
I love sourdough.
How did
It's
you get into
fun.
sourdough?
I got into it watching, probably from Instagram, watching people make it, and I was like, "I think I wanna try that because it's like"
The homeschool thing to do.
well, it was like being creative with it and I love, like, science-y experiments and things like that, so it kinda felt like I was doing a science experiment
Yeah.
when I started it, and when it worked out, that was good. I feel like I still know very little about it.
What is the thing called? Like your seed or or
The
what?
starter?
The starter. How
Yeah.
long has your starter been alive?
Um, Probably 3 years.
3 years, and it is alive, right?
Yes,
Yeah. And where does it live?
in our refrigerator.
I know zero about this. I
It
don't.
lives in the refrigerator.
Um. Yeah.
And
And then. Yeah. That's
it's
cool.
fun to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
like.
it's extremely good for you to eat,
Okay.
so,
Yeah. Whatever.
yeah.
Um. But Laci's also very artistic, She's painting and doing arts and crafts, making earrings, jewelry, um, right? All
Yeah,
kinds of
that stuff's fun.
things like that. So the sourdough kind of just lends to that.
Felt like it was the same thing in a
Yeah.
weird way. Yeah.
And then don't you make your own like medicine or something?
I do like making, like, homemade cough syrup, and we do elderberry syrup to stay healthy,
Yeah.
and I do like
It's like
a
this
lot of stuff.
cauldron and you're like stirring it and it's like bubbling.
My elderberry syrup. It's going at home right now.
Yeah.
It's simmering.
Um, so last year,
Mhm.
2024,
Mm. Yeah.
you found out that
Well,
your
last year was 2025, but
2025. Was that when?
we found out in 24,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
November of 24. Okay.
Yes.
So November of 24, your 18-year-old son,
Yeah.
you found out that he had cancer. What was, like, obviously that was hard, but like for any parent, right? You take care of their education, all of this stuff. Your mom, you're taking care of them. What was that like when you found that out?
It was crushing
Yeah.
because you feel like you failed your child somehow.
Yeah. And that was like, I don't remember the exact day. You might have the date, but it was right before Thanksgiving of 24. And
It was the
yeah. And
18th or 19th.
yeah, Jaku, 6 foot, 185 pounds, the most athletic kid you ever meet. And yeah,
Yeah,
we just, I mean, it was out of nowhere, like
yeah,
back hurting, things like that. I'm not going to go into all the details because I am going to have him on here
yeah,
somewhat. But just want to talk about like, yeah, like as a parent, like how you dealt with that. You had a 1-year-old at the time, Thanksgiving, going into Christmas. He was pretty much in the hospital the entire time.
yeah,
I mean, it was overwhelming. So like
yeah.
just
Those holidays kind of felt like a big blur.
yeah,
Like it didn't happen. It's kind of like just put your head down and just move, and go forward from that. I think that got me into more of the making my own stuff, looking into all of the just the health stuff that we're eating
yeah,
and medicines and all that stuff. I was already looking into all of that, but I like went headlong into it.
yeah,
It also gave me something to focus on of how I could help him get better
yeah,
and to not deal with this with other ones or ourselves or
yeah.
anything again. Like, okay, we're going to get rid of this stuff and we're going to do certain things. And
I think for me, one of the hardest things was like, what caused this?
yeah,
And they have no answers.
yeah,
Is it diet? And that was the only thing that they told us for sure. Like
it was not
100%,
diet.
it was not diet.
Like, you don't
And
have to change anything he's eating. It doesn't matter. And it was like, mm, we're changing it.
yeah,
The whole family is changing it. Sorry.
yeah. I mean, we've went from like I'm brushing my teeth with a wooden toothbrush.
I'm just trying to do no synthetic stuff that's horrible for your body.
Yeah,
And so we're not doing synthetic bristles or things that have, I don't know, all the stuff that's horrible for you in it.
pretty much everything.
Yes.
Uh,
No seed oils, trying to not have any of the
yeah, no
horrible
processed
junk
foods.
foods. And so I make a lot of things that my family doesn't love.
Yeah,
But but I don't care. Like you're eating it anyway. I'm not buying it.
yeah. No negotiating there.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, just talk a little bit about like, I mean, how did you make it through that?
I leaned on the Lord a lot. And then having people around that supported us and supported him was that was very important. Um, but constantly crying out to the Lord, constantly, like every day.
Yeah. And was
Please,
there like,
God.
did you have like a moment that you're like, you can like look back on that you're like, man, when that happened, like, cause I had, like, we split our time with him,
Yeah.
right? So like going into it, like he was having intestinal problems. We didn't
Okay.
know what was going on. His back was hurting. I thought it was a golf injury. And he was yeah, having that, and we went to, like, 3 different
Yeah.
doctors, and then finally, it's like,
Somebody
"Okay,
sent us to the
something's
emergency room.
something's wrong." They don't know what it is, but something's wrong, and then I was here working, and then you called me. You're at the emergency room, you got the
Yeah.
baby, like and so I'm rushing over there. I get over there and relieve you.
Mm.
You have to go home. I mean, it's like the hospital's so backed up, but they think they're, like, worried that he had, like, tuberculosis.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Like of all
"What?"
things.
And so they put us it was kind of a blessing in disguise, but because it was flu season. So everybody's throwing up in the middle of this waiting room. And we go back. We get an isolated room because they think he has TB. We're like, he hasn't been out of the country. Like, why would he have TB?
Yeah.
So anyways, they, I think it was 2 days there.
Yeah. It
Right.
was a lot.
And, yeah, they started kind of the rumoring like it could be cancer. And we were
It's
kind of
like, no,
texting.
no, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, we were texting back
I
and
wasn't
forth.
accepting it, but I think I felt it.
Yeah. I mean, he looked terrible.
Yeah.
His lungs were collapsed. There
Filled
was
with fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
His blood pressure.
blood
Everything.
pressure was through the roof, like 180 over something. I mean, it's insane.
And his
But
blood pressure never got even back to normal till right towards the end.
yeah. So I was laying on the hospital floor sleeping, and we would text some, but we didn't talk a ton. What was that like for you? You were at home with the kids, and all that.
Yeah. It was hard. I think we had worship music just playing constantly because
Yeah.
it's like you couldn't not do that.
But do you have any like single moments that you're like,
I remember that getting a scripture early on of and it was like, who did this?
yeah, it was the man that was born blind.
Yeah.
Right.
They were like, well, who was it sin? Whose fault was this? And the Lord was like, it's for my glory. And I was like, Lord,
Yep.
it's for your glory. They're going to say, who healed you? And you're going to be able to say, the Lord did it.
Yep. I remember that because
and I stood on that. I had it on my phone, like my background. It was like, Lord, you're healing him.
Yeah. Yep. And we did
And
stand on that. Yeah. And there was my goodness. And then like Toby Mac had a song come out. God did it.
Yep.
I mean, it was just Josiah Queen had that Fishes and Loaves song. We were just bawling.
So many.
Nights at the hospital.
Yeah.
But that was like a solid. And then he got like chicken pox in the middle of it.
Yeah, in February or the end of January. He'd just gotten home from a 2-week stay for 2 days, and we had to go back to the emergency room. And he had chicken
The
pox.
mic's just a little ways away from you, so there.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know if it's better or not, but
Yeah.
it's annoying me.
But and then he was in the hospital for like a full month.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. And he was in the hospital for a full month and doesn't even really remember
Yeah.
that.
And then like talk about like I can talk, but I don't want to be the one.
Because then when
talk
he
about
got
the chicken pox.
yeah, he got the chicken pox, and we don't know fully how he got them because he probably was exposed again, even though he'd had them before.
Like people don't know this. Like if your kid is going through cancer.
So if you've had the chicken pox before, you don't ever get rid of that virus fully.
Yeah.
It stays like dormant, which is why you get people who get shingles and things like that. It's because it never goes away. And so like with him doing the chemo, your immune system is so suppressed and everything that it can reactivate. So him being exposed to anything would reactivate. And so more than likely he was somehow exposed to it and it reactivated so quickly.
And it's a stomach.
And it was in his stomach.
No, but that's
and
where
esophagus,
it starts, right?
It did for him. Yeah, I don't know if they always do.
I think it does.
Yeah. And so he was coated with blisters in his stomach and his throat.
Yeah. It was
and the outside. I think he still has scars on his back and abdomen and stuff from it. Yeah. And it took him a long time to fully figure out.
When did you feel
When he
so
had
like
that.
we had that in November, we went through the shock and all that.
Yeah.
And then the chicken pox. And I remember him like just screaming in pain. Like it was
the
horrific.
chicken pox was horrible.
And like he was just like he would be on ventilators a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Something or not a
With his
ventilator, but
lungs
something to help
in
with
the
his
beginning.
oxygen.
Yeah.
And then at what point did it like start to turn where it was kind of like, okay, we're actually, because we were standing in faith.
When they did it was like the first scan test or whatever after he had started the chemo to see how well he was doing. Like, is it working as much as it should be? And they said it was.
Yeah, but outwardly it didn't look like it.
It didn't look
I'm
like
meaning
it.
like when did it turn to where, because we were still standing in faith. We stood in
Yes.
faith, and it's like everything we've ever done in our life.
Yeah.
When you stand in faith, the natural doesn't follow
Mm-mm.
for a long time. It always seems
Yeah.
like. When
Yeah.
did it
And he
start
was in,
changing?
honestly, it felt like, because I'm a numbers, like I loved looking at all of his numbers of everything. Sometimes I felt like I shouldn't be looking at them. But when I would see those numbers going where they're supposed to be, either going up or down, whichever one it
And you're
was.
talking about like in his chart, like on
Yeah.
his.
Yeah. Like his, I don't even remember what all they're called now, but meaning he's healthy, where his
Yeah.
antibodies and white
Yeah.
blood cells and everything are. Um, Seeing those get more where they should be and staying that really helped me. But then they thought he was pretty good, so they wanted to do a test. And it was like, you're better than somebody who's been off the chemo for a while
Yeah.
already. Like, it was like, that's the Lord. That is a miracle that they're saying
Do you
your
remember when that
numbers
was?
and everything are better than what somebody else having gone through it has been.
Yes. Do you remember what time of year that was?
I think it was March.
Yeah. So we were November through, and I remember like in the natural, it did not improve
No,
until it was like a good 4, 5, 6,
it was
almost 6 months.
because the whole chicken pox thing set him back.
Yeah.
Because they had to push back chemo and all kinds of stuff.
And then when you have that, then you're in isolation.
Yeah, and they weren't letting people, that
Yeah,
it was a mess. Um,
But then he got the all clear.
mhm.
When was that? That was in May, I believe.
I think Destiny's birthday was his last. He
Yeah,
got to come
April
home.
18th. Yes.
He came home and they did like a celebration through
Yep.
the hall of like, this is your last stay. You're not coming back here.
Yeah.
And
He
then
didn't stay overnight anymore?
nope.
No. And then
We still had to do the in clinic things and then go and get more tests and stuff.
yeah,
And
they do that like heat scan where he drinks something
yes.
and then they light his body
Yeah.
up.
And then I think, and that was in May.
Yeah.
They did that and then we planned out.
And then
so
we
it
rang
was-
the bell.
That was like June 2nd or something like that.
They do a bell ringing at the hospital when you've beaten
I
cancer.
was so emotional.
And so there's videos on my Instagram
Yeah.
and stuff of that, and it's super powerful.
Yeah.
And actually, a lot of this is documented on
Yeah.
my Instagram.
Mhm.
And you never know if we've got somebody watching this, if we ever publish this or air this,
Yeah.
that you have a kid that has cancer, or maybe some other
Mhm.
thing. Drop a comment.
Yeah.
And like just getting some encouragement and things like that.
Yeah.
But we're always happy to answer questions and try to help people learn from what we learned.
Mhm.
And Jay is
Cancer free.
yeah, he's cancer free.
Yeah.
It's great. It's an amazing testament to God's faithfulness.
Every time they saw him when he came back, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you look so different."
Yeah, he's
He
working
started
out.
gaining weight quicker. His hair all grew back and it's curlier than it was before. He loves it.
Yeah.
He's working out. He feels great. I can just get him off his energy drinks.
Yeah, but and then like from a golf standpoint, I mean, he's swinging faster. I think his club speed's like 127 miles an hour, which unless you follow golf, it's like what? Like that's way beyond what the PGA Tour is doing. He's gotten up to 190 ball speed, I think.
Oh,
190 miles an hour. It's ridiculous. Big kid, but he's out here at Short Game running the most of the evening shifts and does a great job with that.
Yeah.
But you can see through our conversation how solid this woman is. And everything I've ever done, she's right by my side. I mean, she's here doing a podcast and she hates being on camera and doing all of this stuff. But wants to support anything. And honestly, she's like always makes me feel like I could climb any mountain, um, just take on anything. And that's the reason we're here today.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, and it's great. It's great. It's life's been a amazing journey. We just celebrated 25
Yeah.
years, and everybody's like, "Oh, you look young." They always say that about you, and then with me, they're kind of like, but we were both 18 when we got married,
Yeah.
and got a lot of grief for that.
Yeah.
I mean, not from your parents. Your parents have been
No.
great. They
Yeah.
were super great, but 25 years
Mhm.
later, I'd say we did something right.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I have a whole lot else, unless you had something you wanted to add.
Probably not.
Yeah. So that was a good first episode, I think, and we'll see if it turns out. But thank you
You're welcome.
for joining, and we'll see you next time.